welcome back to another stream. We're doing DroneMaster. This is a modded slug cat that I actually know very little of. I know they have drones and that they're apparently very overpowered. We'll just see what happens. Oh, hold up. Yeah, okay. Messing around with volume settings a little bit. I think I want to just lower this a little bit. Anyway, yeah, let's just get started. I know it starts in Outskirts, so I have played a little bit. Just the normal spawn. So I know how to play the game. So grab this drone here, and by carrying it around, that increases your mobility. Because you're just dancing up there. I know there's this like controller. I don't know if there's any way to control it, but you can use your mouse. Go over there. I don't know if I want to mess around with that since I think it just does its own thing automatically. So yeah, I think this is going to be a lot like Artificer's campaign. It's just violence. I think I want to go for kind of a score run. Obviously, it doesn't really work like that since I don't have any limited cycles. So I can just like keep getting as much score as I wanted, but I think I'm gonna go for a decent amount of passages and just going for points in general, as well as just checking out various regions. That's a lizard. That's another lizard. Okay, so that's one mechanic. They can survive 3 times, I think, based on the little fins. You can see the bottom ones aren't split up anymore. So even though a red lizard is insta-kill, I'm still alive. That seems like the hunter with only quarter pip. So I think I just need to look for food now. If I can find any spears. Oh, hello. I don't know if I should try to kill scavengers if I want to go for better reputation. Another thing, let's get the centipede up here. I guess I have to go down. I'd like to see the centipede. Also, it's kind of strange, their backflip is higher than their regular jump. Or their regular jump is higher than the backflip, the other way around. Because yeah, I actually gained food from that. It didn't kill me. Can I do it again? Yeah, so it seems like centipedes are actually like a pretty good source of food. If I try to eat it, I actually still get less than normal. Okay. I tried to pick up that spear, but I got hit by it one instead. It looks like you get half of the amount of food. Like gourmand, maybe? I can't see exactly how many. What I would like to see is if you're not dead. I think that killed me. Is my health restored if I stay in a shelter? Well, here's the shelter screen. It's unique art for it. So I just need to go to industrial next, I think. That'll be my next goal. Also, they can hold another spear on their back, the hunter. Actually, I'd like to know. Okay, I'm gonna assume that it does 1 damage. Sorry about that. Actually did hit my own drone. Can I attack that? Okay, so you can like order it to attack specific things. Because it wasn't attacking the drop hook automatically. These drop hooks aren't great for food. Does a lot more than 1 damage. Well, it didn't. Unless did I hit that one with the spear? When he was attacking that green lizard, it didn't really look like it was doing anything, and I assumed that if it did more damage, it would have stunned the lizard for longer. Of course, like all mods at the moment, there's not going to be much unique content. Also, all of my extra health did recover. So yeah, no extra content other than the slug cat's like unique abilities, and maybe different spawns. I don't know if these spawns are the same as any other slug cat. They kind of look like they could be artificers because of the amount of scavengers. But there aren't usually like a bunch of scavengers and centipedes in outskirts, so I don't know which campaign this is the same as. We'll see. We'll have to explore. Maybe I'll head over to Shoreline or Garbage Wastes, because that would be completely different depending on the campaign. Can clear out the entirety of unfortunate development. Yeah, I've heard that they're kind of overpowered. So that's why I'm gonna kind of going for score right now, because just see how many points I can get. Also, second drone. I believe the amount of drones that you have is based on your karma level. Since I increased it by up to 3, I now have an extra drone. So far, this is a lot like Artificer. And even easier, because you don't instantly die to spears anymore. You can take a few hits. Although you need to spend a little bit more time getting food, but because of the way centipedes kind of like fill you up a little bit. You know, whichever areas have like a lot more centipedes are going to be easier. Max number of drones is 5. I assume that's if you get over here. That's if you get like max level karma. So that'll be another goal to like see echoes or 5 pebbles. Of course, depending on what campaign this is, I may or may not actually get max karma from pebbles. Actually, I think it'd be interesting to go through memory crypts. Oh, actually, I almost just made that. Yeah, since you have extra jump height, just make that jump. I imagine that seemed like a one-shot with 5 drones. Yeah, that'd be a lot. Actually, probably be pretty easy to just clear out memory crypts for points. That's a leap lizard. I don't know how one got stuck in the wall. Yeah, I already know about these. You can carry them, and it makes you move faster and kind of floaty. Well, I don't know if it makes you move faster, but it makes you jump higher, definitely. It actually makes it really nice that you can carry a spear on your back. It lets you kind of do multiple. Wondering if these drones are ever going to attack. And it seems like they don't attack creatures that are dead. So you can actually kind of tell. Very busted. They probably would have been powerful even if they didn't like have the extra health But the fact that they can survive like a spear hit or a lizard bite makes them even more powerful. Where are my drones? Call back drones. Also, do you know if there's a way to control the drones without using the mouse? I didn't mean to. Also, it looks like that's one way that you might die if you get bit by a creature but you don't die. Fuck. Wait, did it actually threw a cherry bomb at me? Yeah, I lost my mask. He's dead. This guy did too. Looks like it. Not moving at all. So whatever. Oh, there's a. It also looks like they do block like thrown items. The drones. Can be good and bad. They can block your own shots. That's happened a few times already. And actually get to take my spears. They can just go through walls, so you can't leave them behind the gate. That's nice. I feel like this room would look different if this is the new garbage waste. Okay, it is the different garbage waste. The drones blow up after taking damage. Well, when's that going to happen? If they don't die in like a few spear hits, that's not really a problem to worry about. Since like most creatures aren't going to be able to damage them at all. Maybe like king vultures. It's the very overpowered. Which is why we're going through this region. Are they just attacking the squid cicadas? For what reason? What do they do? I'm not even gonna have to use my own spears. The drones will just do everything for me. Maybe I should have used like enemy rando. You know, maybe I'll do that next stream. Enemy randomizer, just to like counterbalance how powerful this character is. I probably didn't even. Yeah, I don't know if I need a spear there. So it's not a one-shot for leaf lizards, but it definitely injured it. So it's maybe hunter damage or like two damage maybe. I think sand lizards have a bit more than 2 health. I think it did one-shot the drop wig and blue lizard. Oh, I wonder if spitter spiders can damage them at all. Whoops. I like they're actually very quick to react to creature dying. I think they have unlimited ammo. I mean, I wouldn't know, but I don't see a reason for them to not shoot constantly. I think they can be destroyed. I haven't seen it happen yet, though. I feel like it's only relevant when fighting scavengers. Speaking of, oh, poor merchant. I'll take these. Probably just going to harm myself. Actually, it doesn't really matter. If I hit myself with an explosive, then I'll still survive anyway. I'd rather would have not wasted that on a bulldozer. Oops. I just meant to throw the bat pot. You guys, you don't need to attack the squid gators. Unless you want to manually like set which creatures you want it to target. Can't use the bubble for. Gonna take these spears anyway. I'd rather not take the explosive spear. Alright. Also, sometimes they kind of lag behind a little bit. I think if you go into a different room, yeah, they immediately show up behind you, so you don't really need to worry about leaving them behind. Oh, this is a long cycle. Keep going. I'm once again a little bit confused by the layout of this region. I think I'll just keep going in this direction. I'll eventually find my way out. Also, having a higher jump really helps. Although I don't think it affects any like extra jump and other types of moves. I could try something here. Yeah, you can do this. So you can climb walls indefinitely. So they attack pain cones. I didn't see them. I'll just take that spear back. Maybe I'll stay high to moon. I don't even know if... Actually, if this is unless it's like Spearmaster campaign, then I won't be able to see moon at all. Okay, this room could be dangerous. I don't like how many squid gator there are. I guess the drones don't like it either. I would like one of them though, just for this area. Drones are always on murder mode. That's just default behavior. I wonder if they'll attack this egg bug. Doesn't look like it, but if I want them to. Oh, it's already all the way over there. Plenty of food actually. Once again, like, even though I'm getting less food from each like creature kill, they're just like, it's so easy to kill creatures that it doesn't really matter. You'll get enough food anyway. Oh, that is hostile to me. So Squid Cata technically counts since they do attack you sometimes. But egg bugs are completely passive, so they don't do anything. Okay. And I assume that if you had good scavenger reputation, they wouldn't attack scavengers, but maybe now that I have been attacking scavengers, they'll start to attack them too. I don't know what happens if you lose them. I imagine that either they like show up again after some kind of cooldown, or you can only get them back at the start of the cycle. So now I have 3 of them. I seem to have difficulty navigating rooms like this. I think they'll end up just teleporting through. Yeah, they always manage to make it back to you. They get lost somewhere. They automatically attack before you can give the scavengers anything. Maybe that would have happened anyway, but I kind of... Oh. Hey guys. Oh, can I not attack this? Attack. Oh, it has to be the top. They both went for it. Also, does anyone know if the drone kills something, does it count as your kill for like a score? Oh, someone else asked that. Same exact question. I did not see that in chat first. I guess I should look at that next time if I have a pole plant kill. I'm not very fast underwater though. Well, actually, let's try drones. Get back here. Sometimes they don't like to follow you that closely. See if I can swim faster with these. But actually, yeah, they actually push me up, so it's actually hard to enter the water in the first place. I mean, maybe that would still like move faster like this. The Spear Master timeline or RD timeline? That's what I'm checking right now. Although I've seen a lot of scavengers, I imagine Artificer might be more likely. If I want to go all the way over to Moon, I can check because you can't access Moon at all as Artificer. This room sucks because there's leeches. Well, I don't see any leeches. Actually, no, there they are. If the leeches grab onto you, it's really hard to escape. I wonder if... Where are they? Oh. I can't see the leeches with the filter on, but I guess now the scavengers are coming over. Oh, they do attack the leeches. Okay. Attack that guy too. They don't seem to attack the scavengers automatically. Because I had to tell it to attack that one. Can I... I guess if you already know, unless I like ask specifically. They'll attack anything I think that counts as an entity. Oh, this room we can't go underwater here. But yeah, don't spoil anything unless I specifically ask. I need food though. Metal. Drawing is a little bit of a maze. I guess Waterfront Facility. Especially this area, because I'm not as familiar with it as regular shoreline. This is really gonna get me that much food though. I mean, there's plenty of time left in the cycle, yeah. It just goes to shaded, doesn't it? Well, I don't remember which way it goes to... Don't know which way to go from here. Because normally even the path to shaded kind of has this extra path that you can go. moon, so I think I'll go this way. I usually take the middle pipe even if I am trying to go to moon. Is that a snail? No, that was a leech. Oh wow, that's a lot of leeches. Hey, where's my drones? I see that guy above me. This might be the wrong way too. Unless I go around. Can I go anywhere? Actually kind of almost got pulled down anyway. That really feels like the wrong way. Because the leeches are, or the drones are back. They aren't leeches. Although I do want them to attack that guy. Seems like they're gonna do it anyway. Attack the leeches too. It really does work. Actually kind of helpful. Clear out the leeches. As I'm still covered in leeches anyway. I'll go this way. Hello, egg bug. Actually, hold up. As I'm holding on to this guy. That doesn't even hurt me at all. How much food did these give? Half? Better than bubble fruit. Should these get added to my kill count? That's what we'll check right now. That's not enough. Gotta leave any other. There's one in here. This food was actually a little bit harder to get in this area. You actually can kill leeches normally. If you hit them with a spear, they're just so small and thin that they're hard to hit. Actually, I do have a full plant kill at the beginning of the cycle and the egg bugs, so the drones do count as your kills. That's good to know. I think this definitely is the right way to go. If this is Artificer's timeline, then this will be blocked off. I don't even know what just happened. I think I did die, or I would have died. Ow. It's very, very hard to actually die, because the drones are immediately going to save you. If I can find a spear. Of course, now that I want a spear, they don't exist. Yeah, the DroneMaster essentially has 3 lives. Anytime that you would die, you lose one of your charges. which is like really overpowered. Like the other, like no other slug has this ability except kind of Gourmand, because Gourmand can't die to lizard bites immediately, and maybe a few other things. Quest for a spear goes very far. Gourmand can also survive a spear hit if you are rolling, I think. Is that really necessary? Suppose I could just take this top path through Precipice. Okay, she can't make that. So I'll grab one of the drones. As they continue to cause violence. Nope, I didn't want to fall down here. Brutal. Okay, no way I can make that jump normally. I don't think this is possible. Maybe if I had a Squidcada. Yeah, anything that can potentially attack you, the drones will automatically fire at. Since Squidcada can like bump into you sometimes, the drones think they're dangerous. So you can make that jump. Have I ever been here before? I don't even really know where I'm going. Oh, this continues to go up. Something dangerous in here. Does this keep going up? Threat music really playing for this one kelp. Oh, this just goes the other direction. Never seen these screens before. Yeah, I like take that one path along the top of the precipice and haven't really seen the rest of the region. Oh, time for more drone violence. There doesn't even seem to be like any knockback. It just kills them and they drop. As violent as the explosion is, it's not really an explosion effect, it just deals damage, it seems. I would like to have a drone for some of these areas. I think this is closer to the path that I normally take. I think I know where this is. Yeah, there's a shelter right here. I don't have any food though. I think there's a popcorn plant over here. Oh, does this not go anywhere? Or would this go somewhere if it was Spearmaster? But it's collapsed. Maybe that's what happened. Because I feel like that would normally continue, right? Hello, map. I need food anyway, so it's not like I can shelter. No, I'm just back here. I have a feeling that I can't go to moon. And actually, even if I did go to moon, it would probably just crash the game. 'Cause that's what happens the last time I went to moon as a modded slugcat. Typically Spearmaster moon. Supposed to continue as like artificer. trying to eat. Just getting in the way. Where do I go from here? Or is this just to get to... they don't have a map icon. I don't know how I haven't seen that yet. Wait, where do I go from here then? I wasn't really expecting to be exploring a new region. Or at least a new feeling region. Let's just go back down, like on the other side that I came up. Yeah. I suppose let's just head back down. Actually, no. Now that I have a spear, I can test the other thing that I wanted to do. Just all these dead squid caves everywhere. So that was kind of dangerous. This is just the wrong way. I can't eat them. I'm already at full food. You might have been able to even make that with just by holding onto a drone. Alright guys, I need your help again. That's actually the strategy that I used the first time I played Spearmaster, I think, to get through this area. I know that there's an alternate way to go. Yeah, seems like they only do 1 damage. It takes 3 hits, and now the kelp should be dead. Yeah, it seems like they just do regular spear damage. Hello? Okay. Oh, that's another one. I'm holding on to one, that's why I couldn't attack. It's also getting very dark. Hello? Oh, okay. I think this is Artificer. This whole entrance is collapsed. Okay, let's head back. I'm pretty sure that's what the other like path and Precipice, since that wasn't there. I should have already known that it was Artificer. I think I have gone that top path as Spearmaster before. Alright, what's that out? I feel like if they're able to kill DLLs, they count as like explosive damage. Because DLLs take... I missed. DLLs take like 200 spear hits to kill, but they only take 1 explosive spear to the core. but like an explosive spear. Okay, actually, I'm supposed to prime it first. An explosive spear isn't able to kill a king vulture in one shot, even though it would take more than, like, even though it takes a lot, like, less spears. It doesn't take 100 spears to kill a king vulture, but it doesn't die instantly to an explosive spear. So like DLLs are specifically weak against explosives. So if these count as an explosive attack, then they'd still die decently fast, even if they only do 1 spear damage. They don't have that like resistance. I mean, either DLLs are weak to explosives or just resistant to spears. I think it's gonna rain soon. Yeah. Maybe I should have taken the other path. Actually, there was a shelter just in that other room. And they will continue to attack something as long as it's alive, so I'll definitely know when something is dead. Might be a little bit close, depending on if I think there's a shelter where... Yeah, there should actually be a shelter in just the next room. So it's around there where the boundary of like the iterator type rain and the regular rain is the sound effect stopped. I assume that it would just flood normally in this room. Anyway, this is still a good spot to be in. So I'm going to head to Shaded now. I'd like to go to Memory Crypts. See how many Miros birds we can kill. That's even possible. They might run away too fast before they take enough damage, but we'll try anyway. And being able to hold on to 2 spears does help with that. Hey guys, you wanna go down here? As they struggle a little bit. What about this other guy? They struggle a little bit with pathfinding. And they don't seem to automatically attack these kelp, despite the fact that they're aggressive. It's totally unnecessary. I probably could have eaten that popcorn plant. Other than I definitely could have, but I don't know. Let's just keep going. Oh, maybe I'll also grab the echo. Because I don't think Artificer Pebbles gives you max karma. I do have a karma flower already. So 3 is the maximum number of drones you have with this karma level. But I imagine that the moment I get an extra level, well, actually, the next echo I get will increase it by 2, so I'm gonna get an extra drone regardless. Hello, where'd you go? There's a merchant down here. I guess there would be a merchant down here. It's too scared though. So I don't have any light source, but I'm not gonna be going into the dark areas anyway. That's just a regular. Well, let's compete. Stay in a shelter here. Just one not too far away. Up here. Oh, there's a spider there. I guess these guys can see in the dark just fine. Oh dear. Hey, drones, want to help out a bit? I do need food still. Is that only one food pip? Yeah, I guess. They normally get 4, right? Is that a quarter food efficiency? Food really shouldn't be a problem in memory crypts. There's plenty of birds there. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter since you're gonna be killing like every single creature in the region. Basically, if Artificer was mad at everything, not just scavengers, although that's kind of happens too, depending on how you play. I guess that's just also kind of Hunter in score runs. You're just going for everything. I don't think I have the mark of communication. No. So there should be a 4th drone. A little bit excessive, honestly. I don't think I need 4. Like, just 1 drone would be powerful enough. Maybe I should have taken that lantern. Because I forgot that I'd be going through these rooms and they're kind of dark. That's 3 drones. I think there's a 4th one stuck in that tunnel. Although I've noticed that having extra drones doesn't actually help too much. Because they tend to just get stuck and not all of them focus. Let's just keep going. There's only going to be a handful of rooms that are completely dark like this. Higher up, yes. Well, speaking of lantern. Did I miss? Hey, drones, wanna come down here and help out? Oh, now I'm kind of stuck though. There we go. There's one over there too. Ooh. Looks like they do attack kelp on their own. That was a little bit dangerous. I might have died there if it weren't for the drones. So I kind of missed one of those spears. Oh, centipedes, actually. It's real nice. Because you know what you can do with centipedes. little bit powerful. But actually, I haven't really seen too many centipedes, though. Oh, wow. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense since I don't need any more food. Now the drones attack. So they specifically don't attack centipedes just so that you can get food from them. And then when you're full, they start attacking. You can tell that there's actually a lot of effort put into making the drones actually effective. That centipede outlived its usefulness. Yeah, I no longer have it. No longer require you. Anyway, time for birds. Every time I suggest a way to try to hunt the Miros birds, I'd fail spectacularly. So, maybe it won't be so bad this time, or maybe it'll still just not be good. I mean, I can't die instantly, so... I mean, I can't imagine, like, in what situation would you lose all of your extra health, all of your... They're essentially lives, right? What would normally kill you is now, now just, like, dealing damage. So even in an area like this where there's a lot of insta-kills, like, you can usually get through it just fine with a single life, right? So... Shouldn't be too bad. Whoa. Big jump. That kind of thing happens with the high jump boost characters. You can see with this character, your normal jump is really high. My drones are kind of struggling to keep up in these rooms. Ooh. I'm actually surprised I made it out of there. See if the drones are actually effective in this situation. Although, did I pin that one? I think it's dead. Oh wow, all the lasers converging onto a single creature. Oh wow, hold up. Okay, no. That's just how the Miros bird was positioned. It was easy to push around. I thought I was just really strong. I don't know if that other... like one of you drones. Let me get up here. It looked like the other Miros bird was able to escape. Still takes a lot. They only deal base spear damage, right? If they wanted to make this character a lot more balanced, I would make the drones only deal like half or like a quarter regular spear damage, so that you could have a big army of them constantly shooting lasers, and they wouldn't instantly melt every single creature ever. And maybe like make the attack less of an explosion and more of just like a laser shot. So it's a lot less like violent when there's like a ton of them shooting all the time. But I guess if the main like purpose of this character is just to be overpowered, then it's fine. These guys shooting at. Are they attacking the... I only have 2 drones. What are they doing down there? Why are there so many? Only this character can just go fight a Miros bird head on. They might be killing the drones. I only have one left, it seems. So maybe I should just get out of here before I lose all of them. Also, I don't know what happens to the spears. How to train your Miros? No, how to kill them. I'm not training them at all. What? Oh, he just left. He swears by drone. Do I only have this one left? Yeah, it seems like the Miros birds are actually kind of effective at dealing with them. I think I'll just move on like normal. Feed about to be wild. I actually don't think I've killed that many. Maybe like 5 of them at most. 5 or 6. Maybe if I use the flashbangs more, it'd be easier to like go in and get some spear damage in myself. Considering that I don't die instantly to Miros birds, and I think even the explosion from me taking fatal damage is actually, it might do decent damage. So like if a Miros bird grabs me and then I explode, it actually might be enough to kill them. I don't know how powerful that explosion is. Actually, hold up. Do you see that? There might be like a visual of like how damaged the drone is. So it might have been like missing something. Although I don't know what they look like exactly. So I'll have to compare it at the start of the cycle. Also, if I recover all of my drones. But yeah, there's like sparks coming off of that. Kind of like how there's sparks coming off of me because I'm injured. It looks like it's missing one of its wings, maybe. Don't know if the death explosion deals damage or not. It feels like it does. See, that was a decent amount of birds. Not too many though. It still takes a while, and even a very injured Miros bird can still run away fairly easily. Let's see if I have all of my drones recovered. Seems like they're all coming back. Is that a grapple worm? No, that's the spitter spider. Be easy to deal with for the drones. Might have just fallen down. I don't think it's dead though. I think spitter spiders have more than 1 health. I think dead Miros birds is not a lot. That's true. Although you can get a lot of them with Artificer. Because it only takes... Oh, can they actually not see that guy? Maybe if I target it manually. Yeah, Artificer can one-shot them with an explosive spear. And then use the food from a Miros bird to create another explosive spear and just repeat. But I guess like comparing one overpowered slug cat to another overpowered slug cat, like no one's surprised. Did you guys not see him? There you go. They do need line of sight still. Are they gonna stay in that location? I think if you like order one of them, it also controls the rest of them. Even though they all have their own controls, it's like still affects all of them. Also, I've played so much Preview recently that it's kind of weird to not like be fighting DLLs. Yeah, what am I doing trying to hit this guy with a spear? These guys actually seem to be struggling too. Is he already dead anyway? It's kind of random how much food you get. Like sometimes it's like a lot less, sometimes it's like still a decent amount. See if I can get through this area without using a grapple worm. Just holding onto a drone. Keep blood out. Well, it's not it just takes a while for them to die, even if they taken enough damage. There's usually a white lizard in that room. It's probably moved somewhere else. There's a spider down there. Okay, so I think what's happening there, if you get grabbed by a creature, there's a short time for you to do something like throw a spear. I missed the spear I had. But, you know, it doesn't... Sorry about that. You know, it doesn't normally kill you. But it counts as a kill for this character if you get grabbed for too long. Looks like that's enough damage, just from one hit. I would like another spear, though. And sometimes they kind of struggle to really lock onto something. Got it eventually, though. So I think I think Miros birds can show up here. Miros vultures. They're both birds. Let's make this jump normally. Speaking of, alright, here's the ultimate fight. Let's see if I can beat this Miros Vulture. They have a lot of health. Like, even if you use explosive spears, it takes a decent amount of them. Somehow I didn't die from that. Whoa. What happened? Did he grab me from all the way over there? Also, usually when those guys are hit by a spear, they start doing their laser attack. But I guess that doesn't count as a spear hit. Like, it doesn't matter how many charges I have left, I'm still dying to falling off cliffs. Although, I only had one charge left anyway. Yeah, they really need some time to lock on. Okay, let's actually do this correctly. I said, let's do this correctly. So they can't see the lizard. As long as if I tell them manually. I think I would like to try to get at least one Miros for Vulture kill. I mean, actually, I'll probably see plenty of them if I do randomizer. Bad time to turn around for that loser. There's some spiders up here. I just totally throw that spear in the other direction. A lot of spiders here. Almost looked like they were targeting on with the grapple worm. Oh wait, this is the wrong room. I have to go over here. Oh, that's a spitter spider. There's actually two of them. That was hit. Well, as long as they... Actually, I think the spitter spiders are dead now. It's pretty hard to die to creatures like that, because they need a lot of time to catch you, even after like hitting you with the darts. That's plenty of time for the drones to do something. It also seems like they make you climb or pulls a lot faster, or go through tunnels a lot faster too. Everything kind of gets sped up. Although it might just be like a Squid Gator where they just push you up slightly. Also, I probably could have eaten those spiders. But since I saw so many down there, there should be less up here. First priority is to grab the karma flower. So I would lose. Well, I don't know if I lose a drone. It might be like one karma level below this where you get the fourth one. Hear that drop wig up there. Would like to find it. Oh. Oh, come on. Jones, get up here. I really worked hard for that. Stay in the shelter. Takes a little bit of time to actually get food in this area, since it's a lot of spiders. So unless I wanted to stop and eat every single one individually for like a single food pip. So the red lizards probably have more. It's outlaw. I'll probably get hunter eventually too, since I'm not really eating any fruit. I guess I ate those bubble fruit a few cycles back in Shoreline or Waterfront Facility. Sorry about that. I accidentally hit one of the drones. Try not to fall off here. I don't see a drop wig anywhere. Yeah, a lot of it also fell off the edge. A few lizards. That. I want to know if I can grab a drone for this. Sometimes they kind of struggle to follow you around. Is this a Super Meat Boy like platformer? No, not really. It's a kind of like a physics-based platformer. I can actually make that. Since this character is like fully simulated, like all of your like different body parts, kind of like a ragdoll. It has gravity. That's true. Therefore, it is basically Super Meat Boy. But it's also a lot more than just a platformer. Never played Super Meat Boy? Well, it's like a very difficult like precision platformer game. A lot of like you have very fast and responsive movement, unlike this slug guy right here. Goodbye. But the platforming challenges are a lot more tight. There's a lot more like instant death threats, but not death threats, but things that are dangerous and that will kill you instantly if you touch them. But you also respawn very quickly, so you can like retry the same short levels over and over and over again, even if you die many times. I already have enough armor to get to levels. Let's see if I can get through the whole area in a single cycle. Evolve your Foxy. I don't even know what that means. This character's a slug cat. Part slug, part cat, but also they're not really like either. They're more compared to like weasels or like ferrets. Some kind of rodent. I guess it technically does evolve if that's what you consider like the DLC slug cats. There's like a few different versions of them. But no, within the game, it doesn't really change. This is, I'm currently playing a mod. This is the DroneMaster. It's these little, like, drone guys following me around. They shoot lasers at stuff. I assume this is, like, kind of like a cyborg. Like, they have, they're kind of robotic, I guess. Oh, I guess I have to go through unfortunate development, huh? Maybe it would have been a good idea to shelter, actually. Well, let's just try not to die anyway. It's not too far away from the last shelter I stayed at. Actually, another thing that I'd like to test. Can I move around in 0G with these drones? You can actually. So you have a little bit of mobility with these, if you're holding onto these drones. That's really nice that this works, because when I was playing the B-Cat, their flight ability did work in 0G, but it was very unwieldy and kind of annoying. But these drones, I mean, they're still slow, but they help a lot more. But also, it's kind of debatable whether, like, Rivulet specifically, if they like evolved. That's like usually the example, like, oh, Rivulet evolved to adapt to the rain, but I feel like there could be more to it. Oh, hello. I wanted to kill this guy, I probably could, but I'd rather not. Saving our attacks for later. And I guess the Saint has fur, right, to adapt to the cold. So but they also seem like they could be. They're definitely one of the slogans that could be like the most like engineered by an iterator, for example. Considering their other abilities, or like this, it's kind of hard to explain what the Saint is exactly. But you thought the Saint was created by an iterator? The original concept for the rivulets. Hold up. Where's my drones? Also, I didn't want to go up here. There's probably... I was attacking the one up there. Okay, the original concept for Rivulet was that you would... Oh, wow. Is that one already dead? Yeah, I imagine that it's only going to take a few hits. Because the Explosive Spear doesn't do too much damage, but it kills them instantly, so... Oh. Yeah, let me just jump off of this wall. It's not dangerous. Also, they all exploded for some reason. But anyway, the original idea for the Rivulet... Well, actually, I can't say anything about the Rivulet specifically, but their campaign was based on the idea that you would eventually repair Moon, and then Moon would be in the state to give you underwater breathing. Like a second mark. Not a mark of communication, but a mark of water breathing. And you would use that underwater breathing to explore submerged superstructure. That was the original concept, and the Rivulet's campaign. And, you know, maybe Rivulet was kind of created as a separate concept, but they eventually decided that they would use Rivulet, or they would combine the idea of the submerged superstructure with Rivulet's campaign. Okay, good thing there's the pole down there. Because it was only fitting that the aquatic Silicat would go to the aquatic region. The game looks really good. I kind of wish to understand what happens. A lot of this game is trying to figure out what exactly is going on. Honestly, I would recommend to stop watching this and play it for yourself. Oh, I actually managed to. Especially because this mod is not an accurate representation of what the game is actually like. Usually you don't have a swarm of laser turrets to like gun down every creature that you see. But a big part of the experience of playing this game is figuring things out and learning like what exactly is going on, learning your way like around the world, and it also means it has a very steep learning curve. A lot of people give up like a few hours into playing because it's too confusing and difficult. I would say that this game is balanced. It's very well balanced, as in the character and the enemies are on even ground. Right? The game doesn't give the player any advantage over the enemies in the game. So you can very easily kill creatures by throwing a few spears at them, but they can very easily kill you just by biting you, and you die instantly. And while in most games, you know, the enemies are easy to kill, but you have a lot of health, and you can like survive a decent amount of hits, or maybe you like respawn easily, or you know, you have health, like health potions, health kits, whatever. But this game doesn't have that. It gives you the same tools that the enemies have. See, I managed to hit that lizard and it fell down into that pit and died. But it could have just easily pushed me off of the cliff and I would have died. A lot of the game is learning how to take advantage of the game and kind of give yourself an advantage, even though you don't have any to begin with. Scavenge for things, loot and weapons. These spears and like rocks that I'm picking up are like the most items you're ever gonna get. Like on occasion you can get a few items that help you out, but you don't really get any upgrades. And actually, not like this character though. This character does get upgrades the more karma increases, which is the symbol on the bottom left of the screen. That symbol is your karma level. The higher that goes up, the more drones I get. But that's just a mechanic for this for this mod. Usually you don't get any upgrades at all. Your main goal in the game is just to explore, honestly. Just to find different regions. This is a region gate right here. It connects to 2 different regions. As you can see, the map only shows this area now. It's a completely different area. There's a reason to explore. Eventually you do find something that kind of counts as the end of the game. But it takes a very long time to get there until you like gotten yourself familiar with just like the way this game works, honestly. It's not like you can use prior game knowledge. You kind of have to relearn a lot of mechanics. Because Rain World very much prioritizes a very specific goal instead of making it like a fun game. Which is, it's kind of a weird thing to say, like making the game fun to play wasn't a main priority for the devs. But it's kind of true. I think that's kind of how this game was made. And so a lot of the mechanics that are usually in games to make them more just fun and enjoyable, a lot of things like giving the player advantage over the enemies, and like a lot of quality of life features too. Rain World doesn't do that. It says like, what if you were this little rat at the bottom of the food chain? What would it be like to be in that experience? So if you've ever wanted to know what it's like to be at the bottom of the food chain, this is the game. Of course, if a rat had like human level intelligence and knew how to like make weapons and stuff, it probably would be a lot more effective. But you of course, you don't know anything. You know just as little as this Slugcat does. Well, not this Slugcat. This Slugcat kind of wants to kill everything. But like, when you actually play the base game without any mods, you and the character both equally know nothing about the world. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that Karma Flower back. But I don't wanna... Okay, I dropped the Karma Flower, but I do. I'm gonna grab one of these drones, just so I can actually not fly into one of these yellows. Also, if you want to play the game for yourself, this is a good time to leave, because this area is kind of spoiler heavy. I mean, considering that I'm floating around in 0 gravity, fighting a bunch of, like, alien-looking monsters. And a huge pain. Actually, hold up. Can I eat that guy from earlier? There are still things that could kill me. That wasn't enough food though. This game is probably like the best example of an actual survival game. There's other survival games out there, but a lot of them kind of rely on the idea of, well, not rely on the idea, but they're based around the idea that you kind of like change the environment to fit you. That's a pretty common thing in survival games, where you build up a base, you collect resources, and eventually you have like kind of a base set up, right? And like maybe like some farms and stuff. This game is very much like, no, you can't do that. You can't change the environment. You just have to adapt to it. Am I stuck here? No, I grabbed onto one of the drones and it slowed me down. Yeah, how about you guys attack that guy down there? You against the world, yeah. I might be stuck here forever. I think I'm going further out each time. I could leave the orbit now. No, not now, not now. You guys want to attack this? Uh-oh. Alright, we're spinning again. If I could pick up a rock or something to throw, I can escape this. I mean, if you want to stick around to see a little bit more of this game, the area right after this one is a lot more like how this game usually is. This is a very unique area, as in most of the game does not look like this at all. Oh, hello. It still takes a lot of hits to kill these guys. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm alive. I'm alive. Oh wow, that was close. All right, let's just go normally. Yes, this game can be very, very frustrating. You spend a good few hours just wandering around, not knowing what to do, being kind of lost, dying a lot to even the like easier creatures. Right? I think it's worth it, you know. If you just want to play a game for fun, there's other games that are better at that. But if you want a unique experience, then Rain World is good for that. Although if you play the game enough like me, eventually you can learn the mechanics and it becomes more of just a regular game again. Like, I speedrun the game. This game is not meant for speedrunning. It really encourages patience. A lot of situations are best dealt with by just waiting. And if you're doing a speedrun, you know, waiting is the last thing you want to do, so it's not a great game for speedrunning, but I do it anyway. Casually in Metropolis as Survivor. I'm not Survivor, nor am in Metropolis. Are you just talking about where you're at? I think I'm heading over to Metropolis right now, because I think it counts as the Artificers campaign, so I should be able to get there. I don't know if I'll be able to get the ending though, because that kind of broke the game last time I tried to get an ending. But this is a different mod in a different situation. Survivor came, you made it to Metropolis somehow? Is that possible? I mean, maybe if you like clip through the walls or something. I know that you might be able to start in Metropolis in expedition mode, right? It might just like place you in Metropolis, even as in a different campaign. I don't know about getting there just normally. This is a spoiler moment. This is one of those moments. Doesn't happen often in the game, but it's one of the best parts of it. Also one of the best songs in the game, even after Downpour. Didn't wall clip? How'd you get there then? So far, this is not Artificer. This is just gonna be regular Survivor. It seems like most mods. Hello? This is new dialogue. I didn't expect that. So actually, there aren't gonna be any spoilers since this is all modded and non-canon. I meant to gather information. Also, I think I did get karma. Yeah, I'm at max karma now. Oh, okay. So it is, I am basically Artificer anyway. Oh. So I'm just continuing what the Artificer did. That's actually kind of clever. So instead of like making instead of having to make a whole new like campaign and stuff, they just changed the dialogue to fit with this character, but to still like work with one of the other campaigns and already in the game. Found a non-marked pipe that led to Metropolis. To the right of the normal Pebbles exit area. Normal Pebble exit area. Also, this is not the best way to go through this room. Try not to like bonk against the walls a whole bunch. Like in this area? If you don't know who I'm talking to, there's someone in the Twitch chat. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. You can watch on whichever platform you prefer. Though there's a few more people on YouTube if you want to chat more with them. So you're saying like in this room there's something, or maybe the room above this? Or is it further out? Prefer this for now. That's cool. So like over here. One of these pipes. Further closer to the wall. So closer to the normal Metropolis gate. Both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I think I'd rather stream on Twitch exclusively, but if I did that, I would get a total of like 3 viewers ever. YouTube is better at recommending streams to people, so if I actually want anyone to show up, then YouTube's better for that. Thanks for watching, everyone, by the way. It's nice to have someone to talk to, or some people to talk to. Wait, so do I have to go through the gate? Is it like in the wall? It's my Twitch. I think I have it linked somewhere on my YouTube like about page. Or you can just go to Twitch and search up Rain World Streams. Be one of those. I have the same username over there. That guy's dancing. These guys are really getting in the way. I mean, they're basically shields, right? They're kind of blocking some of the shots, but also some of my shots. I guess I can eat them. But they only give 1 pip each. Kind of annoying to go through all of this. Also, whatever you're talking about, if there even is such a pipe, then it might not even be accessible. Also, it doesn't really make sense for there to be a pipe to go to a new region, because you always have to go through a gate to get to a new region. Unless you would manage to, like, go to the other side of the gate somehow. I'll be able to get there regardless of if there's a secret pipe. Wow, they really dodged all that. Also, I like Pebbles said that I like to fight the scavengers, even though that was my own choice. Like, it's not like, I don't think they have like high aggression towards you normally. So this is normally the gate, right? This is the only way you can get there normally. In here? They attacking? Oh, why did that just blow up? You went through it somehow. Because this gate normally only opens up if you're Artificer. Of course, this modded slug guy just has their own way of opening it up. They're in the walls. They blew up for some reason. Yeah, were you talking about like something else, some other way to get to Metropolis? Because usually this gate is completely inaccessible by Survivor. And like the region isn't even loaded in, so there's no way to go through it. Don't know how you got in then. It just started opening. Anyway, or Metropolis, except as a much more powerful character. I'd like to grab one of you guys. Even though Artificer is quite powerful, being able to survive, like just the ability to be able to survive a single spear hit, or a few spear hits actually, already makes this character a lot better. But then then having the drones for extra damage, and being able to hold on to 2 spears, although I don't have the explosive jump. So I have a feeling that the reason you're able to grab onto the drones for mobility is to be able to make some of the jumps that are specifically designed with the Artificer in mind. Hey, dude. Let's do a little bit of going through pipes. It's part of Metropolis's advertisements. The city background looks so good. So this area is actually very interesting. This was added in the DLC for the game. And the DLC only came out like a few months ago. It's pretty recent. But when I was walking along the top of in that other area with the city in the background, that was always in the game. So we've always been able to see the city in the background, but we could never go into it until this DLC. So this region was very hyped because we got to explore this area that we always saw in the background. Oh really? Oh, I threw both of my spears. Well yeah, he grabbed the scavenger, luckily. Luckily there's plenty of spears over here. I do know what you might be talking about actually is there's a part of Metropolis that looks a lot like Pebbles. It has like anti-gravity stuff and the same kind of like visual aesthetic. So you might just be confusing that place with the Pebbles. That guy got absolutely destroyed. Also, hold up, I should totally eat those lizards. I didn't want to eat the scavengers because they only give 1 food pip, but these lizards should give a lot more. Let's actually go down there. There's yeah, there's a part that looks like subterranean. That's where I want to go because there's Miros birds. More opportunities to kill some of those outside of what's it called? Memory crypts. But yeah, however you got into Metropolis in the first place, I don't know. If you actually figure out a consistent way, the Randall Discord would really like to know, because we're pretty sure that Metropolis is one of the best places for points So if you manage to get into Metropolis as the hunter, it'd be great for score runs. Down. Actually, I'm gonna go up anyway. It's just a shelter. So I'll stay in this shelter first. If I can even reach it. Yeah, that's kind of important for some jumps up here. So look for a pipe downwards. Before I go down though, I'm just gonna throw my spear off the cliff. Yep, that's what I wanted to do. I'll just eat these centipedes. Actually, I think I'd have just let them shock me instead. That didn't give any food at all. Hold up, sent away and get back here. What if this guy shocks me? Just a little bit of food. I'd like the center wing to aggro on me though. Oh, that's an actual lizard. It's super dead now. And maybe the centipede too. Hello. Shock me again. Thank you. And again. A little bit overpowered. Maybe you shouldn't be able to get food from the same centipede multiple times. You can just kind of do this repeatedly for food. And now those guns will kill it. And brutal. Oh, Vulture. You know, I was wondering earlier, it's kind of strange that vultures don't really act like vultures. I mean, it kind of is right now. It's going for that dead lizard, but they're totally fine with hunting on their own instead of just going after creatures that are already dead. Is this game replayable? Depends on. I think it's very replayable. I mean, I'm still doing streams of it after completing all the campaigns. But it's mostly replayable, I think, just because it's very unique. There's just a lot to do. And if, like, some people, I've heard that some people like to just kind of hang out and just live for a bit. Down here. I know this area. There should be a shelter. Not over there. There's a strange transition for a reason. But I think there's a shelter somewhere over here. I don't know if I've ever gone this way. I've definitely gone from this way over to the right, but not really to this left side. But I know that there's this shelter here. Did you really have to do that? It is to the right. Are you still talking about a like way to get into this area? Or a way to go from Pebbles to here? Yo, do you see that? This image, that totally looks like an ancient, right? Like, whatever that mask is. Because they have one of those like citizen ID drones next to them. That's totally an ancient, right? I mean, it's still wearing a mask, so it's not exactly clear. But I think like a lot of them wear masks. I don't even know what that is up there. Here's the Miros birds again. All the ancients who actually lived in the city had them? Yeah, I think that's the case. Or scavengers. Don't want to come up here? Poor Miros birds don't stand a chance. Oops, I accidentally hit one of my own drones. Sorry if this is a bit loud, there's a lot of explosions going on. I just want to grab the spear, man. Yeah, they do attack the drones. That one just died, actually. You saw it explode. Another one. So they're not free, you know. They have a decent chance to take out a few of your drones. What is going on in here? There's a lot of spiders. Bells Council Pillar, House of Braids. There's a shelter here? I didn't even know. This is a funny shelter. Just hanging out up here. That's a lot of kills. You're at the shelter. Whoa. Spear throw all the way across the room. I really like that room. Where you're just kind of like above this massive pit. Who knows how far down it goes. You definitely know that you shouldn't fall down it. Have any other playable characters? I'm gonna lose all my drones doing this. Sorry, I'm a little bit busy with something. But in the base game, there are... Died again. There are normally 3 playable characters. 2 of them are very similar. They share like same world map, the same. Actually, all base game characters share pretty much the same exact map. Just wait for this to die down a little bit, if it ever will. I might only have this one drone left. right now, but yeah, base game. There's only 3 characters. It's essentially one of them's the easy mode. Like, it's slightly easier. It doesn't really make that much of a difference though. One of them is like the just normal mode. Pretty much how you're tended to play the first time. What's the Miros this way? I didn't even see him. It's kind of buzzing with the foreground. I'd like to get fast, by the way. There's also like a hard mode. Oh, I tracked him into this pipe. There's the Hunter. They're kind of like the hard mode. But they're also kind of like a points mode. I don't know. Your main goal as the Hunter is to go for points by killing creatures and like getting achievements. Oh. Is that for Artificer? Yeah, it is. So it definitely considers me as Artificer. Anyway, there's yeah, Hunter's kind of like this like points mode. So there's a lot of replay value in that, I suppose. Going for points. Where you try to like try not to die as often. I guess that's always what you're trying to do, but also trying to get kills and go for like achievements. Then there's the DLC, which adds 5 new characters. Each of them have various changes to the world, some areas that are completely unique to them. I didn't know this area was completely dark. They also have their own like story, so like some set of objectives that you have to do. To beat the game, that's different than the way that the base characters. 6 if you count. No, I don't count. I don't count that character. Just gonna grab this guy, will make this a lot easier. Said, okay. Can't forget the dating. Okay, we don't talk about the dating game sim. Honestly, the fact that there's a dating sim in the game kind of tells you how the devs feel about it. I mean, obviously it's like it's non-canon. It's not like, don't take it seriously, but Rain World was such a serious game that it's kind of weird to have that be a part of it. And I think that kind of thing reflects on the whole like DLC. Because it wasn't made by the original developers. I think they might have had some input, but it was mostly made by a bunch of modders, right? So they're gonna make an expansion for the game a lot differently than the original developers would have expanded upon it. They just keep going up. It's actually better to just do a regular jump. I'll be honest, I don't really know where I'm going. Oh, what the heck? Why are you in here? Try better not die to this. These drones have like map, or like they have range across the whole room, and they decide to go right up next to the thing that can kill them instantly. Well, it takes a few hits. I thought he's gonna jump up here. Was that it? Is that enough damage? Just one extra pip. So I don't think this goes anywhere. How did a Miros bird get in here? Oh, coalesce speed. I thought this was the right way. Oh wait, hold up. It's because I went through the secret pipe. I mean, I might be able to go through the other way too, but you don't even try to do slides here. I could go down here. Wait, this is the same as the other room that I was just in. Oh, sorry about that. I hit my drone again. Yeah, I'm just going in circles. Okay, let's go this way again. Whoa. Is it nighttime? It might be. Something happened. There's a dead scavenger there. And a spear that I wanted to get earlier. I'm sure it's easier to get these spears. Absolutely destroyed. Did that thing go upwards? But only had 2 charges. Am I going in circles again? Yeah, that just goes back down there. Where do I go? I thought this was the right way. But there's nothing. It's just a big circle. Does anyone know? I'm fine with taking directions from this point. It actually went all the way up to the ceiling. Whoops! I didn't mean to hit the guy. Ooh. Go left. But I can't climb this. Very slowly. Be better if I had the drone. Yeah, the spear recharged if I want to go and fight the inspector. So I can go this way. Also, I'm really playing with fire right now. I really should find a shelter. It's like super late in the cycle and I have 1 hit left. But that's usually how you play Rainworld anyway, so it's not any different. Although usually as Artificer you die a whole lot and it doesn't matter. Oh, actually I recognize this room. Do I? I think actually you're supposed to go up here. I can't jump very high. Trying to get back over here. Am I supposed to go up here? Because this kind of looks like the... Yeah. Have I ever been... Actually, I don't think I've seen this before. I thought this was the same mural as the ones that are like at the top of Pebbles. Shelters are like checkpoints, yes. That's where you save the game. Also, hello, save or unlock. What even is that for? Late scavengers. I do have that unlocked, right? On my other saves, so I'm just gonna be playing this safe. Just throwing across the whole map. I think this is the shelter bottom left. Do I even have enough food? Yeah. Also, it's not even nighttime yet. This isn't, unless is it further down? Down. What do you do with karma? So whenever you stay in a shelter, where am I now? Whenever you stay in a shelter, your karma level goes up. And if you die, your karma level goes down. And sometimes the gates, which are the areas that like connect regions, gates will require you to have a specific karma level. Why is this area such a maze? What is that? There's a pipe down there. Okay, the Vulture room. Oh, this just connects back to these, like, tunnel rooms. Okay, I'll go up. I've really only been to Metropolis once. Please don't. And that was for the Artificers campaign, which I completed in like an hour. I just ran all the way up to the Scav King as fast as possible, and it was actually very easy. So I didn't have much time to explore the whole region. Karma's unfortunately one of the weaker points of the game. I actually agree with that. It's just kind of annoying to die, and your penalty is that you have to like spend your time eating food, staying in a shelter, and like you just repeat that over and over until you have enough karma again. Like, it's just annoying, honestly, because like it's not even a good idea to try to like keep going. It like exclusively just slows down the game. It's like you were doing fine, but then you died. Now you have to waste a bunch of time. Also, this music I've heard plenty of times in the arena, but oh, that's a drop. I didn't know that it actually played here. Also, it's going to be nighttime soon. I've never actually been in here during the night. Wrong way. Oh, it gets real dark. But I know that the creature spawns are a lot worse. Down in like in this room? Is there somewhere else to go here? I heard that also King Vultures can show up now. Oh, like down here? Okay. Probably one of like the longest cycles I've ever done. It's very long to begin with, and now it's nighttime. See how many kills I got that whole time. Pretty good. Yeah, remember when I was fighting Miros birds? Yeah, that was the same cycle. Also, to add on to what we were talking about karma, I think it's supposed to be a way to kind of manage where like new players go. In Outskirts, for example, the gate to Industrial is only 3 karma, while the other gates are the drainage is 4 karma and the farm raise is 5 karma after a scavenger toll, right? So like it'd be most likely for a new player to actually I should go this way. It's most likely that a new player is going to go to the gate with the lowest karma requirements, right? I feel like it doesn't actually work very well. Because who knows like how much karma they have. Maybe they wander around for many cycles and they've been at 5 karma for a while, so it doesn't matter if they doesn't matter which gate they go to. That was actually. Oh, okay. Don't get hit with an explosive spear, it just kills you instantly. Because you die one time when you get hit by the spear, and then again from the explosion. It seemed to actually take away all 3. And also karma is kind of confusing. Sometimes people don't exactly understand what it represents. They don't recognize the symbols, of course. And so, you know, it's not exactly clear that, oh, this area has the lowest karma requirement, that means I should go into this area. And like, who knows where they've explored? They might not even have seen the industrial gate. They might only know that the drainage gate exists, for example, so they get enough karma to go there, because they think it's the only option, right? And of course they go to drainage and it sucks, because they don't know how to swim. And they die to leeches. Also, I'm going back through this area. That was an explosive. Hey, it got me through the room. That was actually kind of worked out. Karma's important for lore. Is it really? The only lore significance from karma is that it kind of represents what the ancients were trying to avoid in order to ascend, right? Like the Miros at the top of 5 pebbles. That's what the symbols represent. I don't know if the fact that your karma level goes up when you live and they go down when you die, I don't know if that's too important. This room is kind of eerily empty. Industrial and then shaded. Yeah, that's also... There's like a lot of wrong ways to go, which shouldn't really be the case. You should be able to explore freely, right? But there's definitely like an intended way to go. Like you're supposed to go to industrial and then to garbage waste. Then to shoreline to sea moon, and then up through the exterior path, like memory crypts. You take that to get to pebbles, and then you go down the wall to Sky Islands, farm rays, and then down to the depths from there. That's the intended way to go, but and if you accidentally go to farm rays, like, you don't really know what to do there. If you go to drainage, you'll get stuck because it's hard to swim. If you go to shaded, you get stuck because you can't see anything. And there's spiders everywhere, right? There's a lot of paths to go that are a lot worse for like a new player. I can't really relate to that stuff. I don't really have a new player experience because I didn't play the game blind. I had already seen like videos and stuff of the game. So I never went to exterior or shaded for a long time. I always took the path up the wall because I knew that you could go to the wall, from the wall to pebbles. So I already knew that those areas kind of sucked and I just didn't go to them. But now that I know, like, oh, shaded is actually a really good shortcut to get to shoreline, I always take the shaded route over garbage waste, even if it's harder, because you just have to kind of memorize the layout so that you can navigate in the dark. I can't even pop back drones. There we go. It also seems like their lasers don't actually activate. They don't activate the explosives that the scavengers are holding on to. I don't have enough food. Yeah, I don't really know how to feel. Because I definitely understand that, like, the blind experience is kind of an important part of the game. Wandering around in an area that you're unfamiliar with. Kind of learning how the ecosystem works, learning how to move around. That's kind of like a part of the game, right? But honestly, I'm the kind of person that would rather just know what to do instead of figuring it out. A lot of my first playthrough was looking at maps. It's only been like until very recently I started playing games actually blind. Like Downpour, actually. I played Downpour completely blind. And actually, that's not even true either. I watched some early live streams of like Gourmand's and like Artificer's campaign. Because some live streamers got access to Downpour early, right? I watched some of those streams. So even some of Downpour I didn't even see blind. Which is actually why I didn't live stream my first time playing Artificer. So like, what's the point of... Like, I might not enjoy the gameplay of like fighting scavengers. And I've already seen like the big reveals of like Metropolis. So I didn't think it was... I didn't feel like I need to play that campaign. But I know that Saint and Spearmaster campaigns were like completely blind for me. As well as parts of Rivulet. There's even low gravity down here. Was I here already? Did I not go like one room? I didn't just walk to the left here. This would have been the right way to go. Oh, this guy's back. Well, this time I actually have all my drones. They were already attacking this man. Oh, I accidentally threw the explosive spear. I think that actually killed me. I kind of feel like I wish I didn't play Spearmaster blind because I went through garbage waste after seeing Moon. Because I got the pearl from Pebbles. I brought it to Moon and then I went through garbage wastes. But I feel like that was kind of an awful idea because it took a very long time to go through garbage waste while holding onto a pearl. I died a lot to like leaf lizards and spiders. So I kind of would have rather played... Goodbye, lizard. I would have rather played Spearmaster with the knowledge that you can just either passage with the pearl or just to go through Precipice, because it's a lot faster. Although going through Precipice with the pearl isn't great either. And then you have to go through Underhang anyway. Hold up. Go down here, maybe? Wait, am I going in circles? Man, I do not know my way around this place. Yeah, it's crazy that we actually have a slug cat in the chat right now. There's a shelter there. Okay, he actually did hit me with that spear. Having 2 hands is overrated. Yeah, and here I am with holding on to 3 items at the same time. So privileged. Maybe I should actually stay in that shelter. Also, I don't think I've ever been in this room before. Metropolis is way bigger than I thought it was. And I already thought it was a pretty big area. Hello, lizards. Do you like lasers? They actually still got me. Almost got me. Honestly, I had more fun with Spearmaster after beating the campaign and just like running around to look for the transmissions, the broadcasts. That was more fun because I didn't have to worry about the pearl or like any specific objective. I could just kind of wander around and have fun. And actually, just like base Spearmasters, they're pretty cool. They're a fun character, but the campaign's kind of annoying. Oh, the lag. Spearmaster is a lot what I wish Artificer was like. Because I would like also doing the same with Artificer. Except I don't like dealing with scavengers. So you don't have to deal with scavengers if you don't want to. Spearmaster. Also, this area just keeps on going. Also, I'm just chilling up here and these drones are doing all the work. Actually, I think most of them are dead. Scavengers are in fact actually pretty good at dealing with them. This is actually dangerous. Just kidding, I have drones. Already full. Okay, I kind of was just hoping that I hit something there. Actually, I have been in this room before. I recognize this arrangement of pulls. This guy's already dead. I feel like if I actually lost all of my drones, it might be impossible to get through some rooms. Okay, this is not possible without spears, but there's plenty of them in that room. Uh-oh. Don't do that. It's still alive. So the drone was targeting it for a bit. Oh, this is this room. I would really like to get to the other side of it. This is a jump scare. Unless... Does this go up? Probably not. Although there was that area that the scavengers were coming down from, right? Oops. I don't know, this probably doesn't lead anywhere. Oh, it's a ceiling too. Okay, let's see if I can find any rocks or something. Thanks for the notification. Nope. There's so many artists here. I didn't see these guys last time. That's what I was trying to do in that other room, but I didn't get as the max distance. I think I'd have to go all the way around again to get back up. It's okay. I think now is a good time to end the stream. But I really enjoyed this character. They're very overpowered, definitely. But the fact that they also have the same campaign as Artificer, you know, the game crashed. You know what? I think it's just telling, like, hey, maybe you should end the stream. Okay. I think I will play this character again with a randomizer. I think that's a good idea. I got a good feel of what this character's like. So yeah. Thanks for watching. See ya.